Webb drives down, hands the ball back over to Emily Brooks. Brooks tosses it over to Lips. Lips at the top of the key, passes it back over to Abby Slagle. Getting guarded by Housewright, tosses it over to Jalen Webb. They swing it back over to the right-hand side to Brooks. Union trying to work it inside, and the Gay City's not allowing that to happen. They get it to Emily Brooks. She pulls for three, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Here comes Gay City. Thompson now with the ball on the right-hand side. Tries to pass it over to Gerald in the left-hand corner. Ball's tipped. Gerald comes down with it. Brings it back out to Mullins. Mullins back to Gerald. Gerald swings the ball out to Quillen, back at the top of the key. She feeds it over to Thompson. Thompson backs up past the volleyball timeline, trying to get the Gay City play set up. Screen by Quillen. Thompson looks to drive inside, kicks it back out to Quillen. Quillen pulls for three. Shot's no good. Rebounded by the Bears. Heather Lips has the ball now. Lots of pressure from Gerald. Has a little bit of trouble getting across the line. She finally manages to do so. Passes it over to Jalen Webb. Stolen away by Thompson. And here comes Gay City once again. Quick pass over to Mullins. Mullins goes up. Ball stripped away. That would be Abby Slagle on that. Stolen back away by Thompson. Shots up, no good. Thompson goes back up again. Shots no good, but she is fouled. So we'll have our first foul of the game at the 6:35 mark. That's going to go on number 4, Jalen Webb. First foul of the game. Thompson's on the line shooting 2. Thompson eyes the rim, shots up, and in and out. First shot, no good. Thompson did really well, when was that? Wednesday night on the free throw line. Second shot's up, and second shot's no good. She kind of had that slow start Wednesday also before she got into her groove. Jalen Webb comes down with the rebound. She brings it across the timeline. All kinds of pressure from Kendall Quillen. They have her trapped over on the sideline. She manages to pass it back out, though, to Abby Slagle. Slagle now with the ball. Kicks it back over to Webb. Webb back to Slagle again. Slagle trying to drive inside over Housewright. Shot is up. Shot is good. 2 points for Abby Slagle. Thompson has the ball, throws it deep down inside to Housewright. Housewright puts it up. It's good. We're tied at 2 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heather Lips now has the ball with Gerald pressuring her. Gets across timeline on about an 8 count. She looks to drive inside, kicks it back over instead. They swing it back over to Jalen Webb. Try to work the ball inside. And they get the pass to Emily Brooks, and they're going to call her for a travel. So we have a turnover, and Gay City said 2 inbound. Once again, 2-2, 5:41 to go in the first quarter. Mullins with the ball, pass it back over to Thompson. Thompson walking it down the court. Union set up in a 2-3 defense, which is kind of giving Gay City some problems at times this year. Union's done their homework with that. Thompson tries to drive in, kicks it back over to Mullins on the left-hand side. Mullins tries to throw it inside to Housewright. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Webb. It remains with Gate City.
Yeah, Chris, I believe last night with Lebanon, they jumped in that 2-3 zone in the third quarter, kept it close for a while with Gate City, but then they were able to shoot their way out.
You're exactly right. Very nice, Joe. I'm glad you listened. As the ball's inbounded to Housewright, she swings it over to Thompson. Thompson back to Mullins in the corner. That's hard to believe that was last night. That seems like that was a week ago. Thompson back almost to the timeline with the ball. Bounce pass over to Mullins on the right-hand side. Mullins passing inside to Housewright. Housewright can't keep control. Turned over or stolen away by Abby Slagle. She passes it over to Jada Smith. Long pass across the court to Lips. Lips pulls for 3. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. She's bringing it down the court now. 4:42 to go. It's 2-2. Kicks the ball out to Mullins. Mullins pulls for 3. Shots off. Going to be rebounded, though, by Housewright. Housewright looks to go up. Shot is blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Gay City. Gay City, the threes were dropping for them last night. So far, they're really not tonight. They're getting open looks. They're just a little bit off, maybe trying to rush things. I'm sure the adrenaline's flowing right now. Gay City's not been in this position in a couple of years. They quickly inbound, though, to Braylon Steele, who's checked in. Shot's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Emily Brooks. Brooks brings it across the timeline. passes it over to Heather Lips. Lips looks to drive in, kicks it back out to Bailey. Bailey pulls for three, no good. Rebounded, though. It's going to be Kaylee Dunn comes out with it. She feeds it down to Thompson on the fast break. Thompson puts a shot up. It rolls in. It's good. 4:09 to go. Gay City leads 4-2. Union bringing the ball back down the court. Brooke Bailey getting picked up by Dunn at the timeline. Gay City going almost to a man-to-man look. Kind of a boxing one. Feed the ball inside to Abby Slagle. Slagle looks to throw it inside to Smith. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Gay City. It's going to stay with Union. This game is kind of characteristic of last night. So both teams starting off really, really fast, which hopefully will have the same outcome as we did last night.
Of course, as you mentioned, Gate City took that 8-2 lead. They made a few more of their shots. Right now, they've got the 4-2 lead with 4 minutes left.
And while you were talking, you're exactly right. The ball was passed into Heather Lips and knocked back out of bounds by Dunn. So Union set to inbound again. 3:45 to go in the first. They inbound the ball to Jada Smith. She wasn't even watching for it. She did manage to run it down. Gets the ball to Emily Brooks. Brooks with a really nice underhanded layup ties the game at 4. Gay City brings the ball down. Dunn pulls for three. Off the backboard. Rebounded again by Union. That's Brooke Bailey. And Lips brings the ball back down the court. Kendall Quillen all over her, not letting her penetrate inside. And they get her with the 5-second call. Great defensive effort there by Kendall Quillen. That's definitely the play of the game so far. Quillen was just eating her up on defense. She had nowhere to go. Nobody was open. And they called the 5 seconds. So now Mullins back with the ball. Gets it across the timeline. 3:07 to go. Tie ball game, 4-4. Mullins takes coast to coast, goes up for the layup. It's no good. They cannot buy a basket right now, Joe. And here come the Bears. Emily Brooks pulls for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Lexi Irvin. Mullins with the ball, tries the pass down to Steele. Throws it just a little bit out of her reach. It goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to Union.
Sounds like we need a timeout, Chris, to rethink things.
I think I could use a timeout, but the girls don't look very winded at all. So, Emily Brooks set to inbound the pass. She gets it to Jalen Webb. Webb immediately pressured by Mullins. They're passing it back and forth with each other, trying to get it across the timeline. Webb's finally able to do so. She's at the top of the key. Little bounce pass over. They pull for three. Shot is no good. That was Hannah Willis. Rebounded by Thompson. Here comes Gay City. Thompson pulls for three. It's no good. Rebounded, though, by Steele. Steele brings it out to Quillen. Quillen feeds over to Thompson. Thompson looks to split two defenders. Loses control. And, Joe, we have our first jump ball of the game.
And I was on it tonight. Jump ball,
okay.
Number 1.
I was hoping you would be ready for that. So that goes to Gay City. And Mullins set the inbound under Gay City's basket. She throws the ball out to Thompson beyond the three-point line. Thompson kicks it over to Quillen. Quillen swings it around to Irvin. Irvin looks for the three. Can't quite get it there. Pulls it and passes it back over to Mullins. Mullins getting trapped. Manages to get it to Thompson. Thompson looks to drive inside. Kicks it back out to Quillen. Quillen pulls for three. It's no good. I think that's 4 threes Gay City's missed so far this quarter, and those are falling last night. Rebounded by Heather Lips. She's getting down the court. Mullins trying to force her to go out of bounds. Instead, she's going to bump her a little bit. So Macy Mullins picks up her first foul. First foul for Gay City. And it comes with 1:54 to go in the first quarter, and we're knotted at 4.
Chris, in the games that Gate City's won this year against, talking about a Dobbs Bennett, some of them, they've had the big first quarters. We're not seeing that tonight. Again, I hope it bodes well or a little bit better for the Lady Devils moving into the second quarter.
Most definitely. And on that inbound play, Jada Smith's able to get the ball and lay it in. So Union has their first lead of the game. It's 6-4. Mullins with the ball now on the left-hand side at the three-point line. Feeds it over to Quillen. Quillen gives it to Steele. Steele tries to drive inside. She's denied by Smith. Pass it back out to Mullins. Mullins looks to go in. Loses her dribble. Feeds it inside instead to Gerald. Gerald goes up for the layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Steele. Steele puts the ball up. It's no good. Rebounded by Union.
Chris, we're shooting less than 15% on the game, it seems like.
The shots are just not falling for Gay City. They could hardly miss last night, and they can't buy a basket right now. And just as quickly, fortunately, neither can Union, as Heather Lips shoots the three-pointer. It's no good. And Jada Smith comes down. I thought she was over the back, got the rebound. No call on that, but it may have been a little makeup call. They call her with the travel instead. So it goes to Gay City. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Union leads 6-4.
First one to 20 is going to win.
We may be here a while if we wait that long.
Wow.
So the 5 on the floor for Gay City. Dunn is set to inbound to Thompson. And then set up for Gay City, we have Gerald, Housewright, and Quillen. Thompson bringing the ball across. 45 seconds to go. I'm sure Gay City, potentially looking for the last shot. Thompson at the free throw line, kicks it over to Dunn. Dunn looks at the three, drives in, feeds it to Quillen. Quillen pulls for three. Finally, Gay City manages to get a three. So it's 7-6, 27 seconds to go, first quarter. Lips with the ball, getting all kinds of pressure from Sam Gerald. About to get a 10-second call. Union is forced to take a timeout. It's just going to be a 30. This has been an incredibly fast start to the game. It's hard to believe we're almost through the first quarter already. We're not even, 10 minutes into the game. So far, the scoring for Gay City, we've got Quillen with 3, Thompson with 2, and Housewright with 2. And then on the other side, Smith with 2, Brooks with 2, and Slagle with 2. And that's all we've got so far.
And again, we'll have some defensive stats after the quarters. I know that they provide some, so we'll have those during the breaks, folks. But
yes, I'm trying to break my dad in on keeping the scorebook, so I told him not to worry about defense. The UVA staff here does a fantastic job of giving us updates at the end of each quarter. So as soon as we get those, I'll share them with you. But I'm not sure that I want to see Gay City shooting percentage right now.
No, not at this point. Ooh.
Union inbounds the ball to Lips. She manages to get it across the timeline with Gerald right on her heels. Passes it over to Blagg. Blagg kicks it over back to Lips. Lips looks to feed it inside to Slagle. Slagle goes up. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Housewright. 3, 2, 1. Thompson pulls for 3. Off the rim. Almost in. So at the end of 1, Gay City leads 7-6.
All right, we'll take a quick break, come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Choosing to work with local businesses is the easiest way to support and strengthen your community. Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents have been committed to providing personalized service to their local communities for almost 70 years. With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, Farm Bureau Insurance is always your hometown option for auto, home, and business coverage. Contact your local agents here in Scott County, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, David Weddick, and Amanda Horton at 276-386-7411 or go online to vafb.com. Coverage provided by Farm Bureau Insurance and their affiliates.
That's exactly it.
All right, so again, we're back. Start the second quarter. Gate City with a 1-point advantage, 7-6 in a defensive game. We'll send it back up to the Cars at the Pryor Center.
You're getting a really good sense of timing sitting here at your house. Just as we come back, we're set to inbound. Emily Brooks right in front of me. I could reach out and jab her with my pen if I wanted to.
Well, make sure you send the emails to Chris Carr at Sevier Middle School for the complaints.
Would that be a technical on the bench?
That could be. Very well.
So, Union with the ball. Heather Lips has it. Kicks it back over to Jada Smith. You get the ball over to Emily Brooks. They see it again denying really any true penetration. They finally do manage to feed it inside to Smith. Back over to Slagle. Slagle pulls for 3. That's good from the top of the key. Union leads now 9-7. Joe, this has all the makings of what we saw last Saturday night. Just a constant back and forth game.
Biggest lead in that ball game, of course, Gate City jumped up to 11. Union clawed their way back in, of course, tied it there late at 41.
So Thompson with the ball, top of the key. trying to drive inside again. Nothing there for her. Kicks it over to